Hi family, welcome back to my channel. If you are new on the channel, my name is Josephine. I'm a registered nurse and midwife, and on this channel I talk about nursing, fashion and lifestyle and many more videos that I'll come up with. If you are new on the channel, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe on this channel. And if you are returning, I thank you guys. On the table today we have a girls talk. We are just going to talk about things for girls. If you're a girl, if you're a woman, this is what we need to talk about, especially if you are dating for the first time or if you haven't met a guy at his place. Today's topic is going to be about 3 things to avoid when you are visiting a man for the first time at his place. This is what you're basically going to listen to today, and these tips are very important. If somebody have invited you to go over next weekend, this coming weekend, please make sure this is what you're going to do, because it will help you out to win this guy's heart. Let me tell you something. Men are not the only people that are obligated to love. No. We are also obligated to love, but we are limited. I don't know whether it's a cultural thing or where is it coming from that I cannot explain. Unfortunately, we are unable to propose. If you propose a man, there is, I don't know how they are going to take it, but they are going to run away from you if you propose them. We as women or girls, we fall in love. We get to love men. You know, there will be a man out there that is so loving. There will be a man out there that is so cute and humble, and you know, you are just so much in love with this person. But the difficult part is this person might not be able to see that you love them, or that you love him, or you are in love with him, and then they'll just walk out, or they walk away from you, and then that is it. Then it's gone, and yeah, you make peace with it. But a man, my dear, will hunt on you. They will, hey, hi, how are you? Hi, can I have your number? But if I just, hi, how are you? Can I have your number? They will not think it's a joke. They will run away from you. At some points in relationship, a man will invite a partner to visit them for the first time at their houses. However, there are precautions that you need to take as a woman when you are visiting their places for the very first time. It's either that you dated already for a month and you never visited the guy's place, or it's either that you just met and the guy is inviting you over to their place, because it's a rare thing that men invite you to their place, especially if it's made to be more like an official invitation, because it's not something common with men. Otherwise, they drive you through to their houses and then they sleep with you and then you go to your place and all that. If they made it an official that I want you to come over, please take precautions. The guy will invite you over to his place. This is the very first time you're going to his place, and maybe you met in the mall or something, and then he invites you to go to his place. But you love the guy. There's no way you're gonna know you're gonna hate on the guy when he invites you and you are, you know, corresponding and all that. Because of course, if you are not interested in someone, you tell them right away that no, I'm not interested, so I'm not coming to your place. The reason you are going over to this guy's place is because you love the person. There's nothing wrong. Even if you are not crazy in love with this guy, there's something that you are also looking at. Because to be honest, when somebody invites you to the place, us ladies sometimes, I don't know how we are. I don't know whether you think the guy will invite you to his place for food or what. Is your cousin? He's not your cousin. He's not your brother. There's nothing other than him telling you about how he loves you or how he wants you, or just love related thing, or maybe sex, period. Just make sure if the guy is inviting you to their place, there's something there and it's love related matter, and it's either the guy wants you or the guy want to sleep with you by that time. But if you go to the guy's place, caution please, if you're going to the guy for the first time and he wants to sleep with you, do not do it. Do not. That is a turn off. The guy must call you to his place, you discuss, you talk, and period. And now these are the things that you need to look at. Avoid doing these 3 things. Tip number 1, avoid sleeping over for the first time. Like I said, you just met, the guy requested that you go over to his place for the first time. Do not sleep over. There is a coming over, it's not a sleeping over. He could have just invited you to come and sleep over. There are things that you need to look at. If you sleep over and then you intimate, you are going to be very cheap. and very indecent, and this is not what he was looking at. Be an expensive person. If you are weak, because there'll be a point where you are very weak because you're also in love. If you are in love with someone, it takes you to a point where you are just so weak emotionally, weak physically. You are just totally weak. You are really, really weak, unable to control anything. But try to be strong this time around. Do not sleep over. Do not allow him to intimate with you. Do not, just be strong and tell him. Be specific also. Just be who you are supposed to be. Point number 2, don't be too choosy or materialistic. We know how men are. Men depends on women mostly on how they live. You know, you'll find 2 3 men that are able to make up their house to look decent, or for their house to look neat and clean, or for the house to just have a lot of food, or for the house to have different types of food that any other person might like. Because men mostly, like, we know men very well, they just eat, mostly love pop and meat. As long as the man is having their pop and meat, they are sorted, and they maybe a few alcohol in the fridge, or maybe some soft drinks, because there are those that don't drink alcohol and there are those that drinks alcohol. So you find a few food in their houses, or sometimes their houses will not be tidy. So you want to make those rough bed comments about the house, do not do it. The moment you want to comment that your house is dirty, there are cockroaches, where are the cockroaches coming from, where are the what, just, it's your first time visiting the guy's place, be silent, keep quiet. The guy will offer you a juice like orange juice. No, you'll be like, no, I only drink cranberry juice and it should be 100%. Do not do that, because the guy doesn't even know what cranberry is, and they don't even have it because they never even drank this juice. Do not do that. Just be fine. Just be normal and appreciate whatever they give you. The reason he's asking you to come over is probably that he bought for you a few gift or present or something. They just want to appreciate that moment. Some men will even go to an extent of decorating their houses for you. I remember when I visited this other person for the first time, I really appreciated this person in my life because he decorated up the house. I know he really, this was quite tough. I know it was, he invested a lot of energy in this thing, just to buy the candles, to buy the wines, to buy the what, because I'm coming over for the first time. I was really blown away. I really appreciate, up until today, I really appreciated this. He have tried his level best to make sure you are comfortable, or he have done something for you. You know, it's a very good welcoming that he have tried to do for you. So you just have to appreciate. Don't be materialistic, just be normal. Men are just men, and you are there for the first time. Even if you don't like how the house smells or how the environment itself is, don't tell him it's your first time and you are going back home, you are not sleeping over. Do not make those rough bed comments. Your blankets are smelling, why is your room smelling like this? We ladies are too much like this most of the time. Most of us are like this because you are coming from a clean, tied up room. You want to now criticize this man. This man is looking for you so that you help him adjust his room or his bedroom or his house. So just be normal and just be fine. It's your first time. Also, don't allow the man to end up spending more than his means. It's not okay, man. Do not do that. Just be normal and just be try, if you are to act, be an actor that day. You are going to act up the entire day until you are done. These are things that hurt men, and then they will just give up on everything. They are not meant to do these things. They are just doing them because they should do, but they are not meant to. A man cannot decorate a room to have all these things and what fancy things. For them, it's just simple, and then they are done. The reason they are looking for you, or the reason they want you to come over, is probably because they recognize you amongst all the women that they have spent time with. Then they want you to come over. It's even a special invitation, because most of the men that take a step of inviting you over to their places, they want something in you, and they have seen quality in you. That's why they are inviting you. Just be a nice girl. Tip number 3, dress elegantly. When you are visiting the men for the first time, they are not saying let's go out to the club. He said come over to my place. Well, if he said come over to my place, also he didn't say come naked, we are going to have sex. No, he did not say that. He just said I want you over to my place. Well, we now then have to look at how we need to dress up when we are visiting men for the first time. When you are going to the men for the first time, try by all means not to dress to give him different thoughts about you. If you are half naked, they will think that you are, this is not what I wanted. Because now, like, he's thinking, men are very, I don't know how they, because they are very here, they think a lot. When they see that you come over to his place wearing, putting on a short thing, naked and half what, they will think that the last time you were invited by those 3 men or 4 men, you were still dressed the same, and then you probably, so they will, you are really putting them down like that. So dress elegantly. Don't put on those short skirts or those short and tight shorts. And you know, as long as we want to put on something short, it should be elegant, and then you just dress it like very, very nice, properly, not half naked, not, you know, just dress normal, like a woman, like a decent person. If you are half naked, the men will not count this visit. It will be like, yo, the first look will give a wrong impression to them that you are a different type of a person, not what they have seen in you. Because mind you, when this person see you, they have seen already respect in you, they have seen a lot of quality in you. So you don't want to dissolve that quality. You don't want this guy to stop thinking that you are a woman of caliber. Do not do that. Just dress normal in a decent way when you are going to visit them. You know, even if it's not your intention, because sometimes you dress to go visit a guy that wants you, and then you feel like, because I'm sure if you have to dress like this, it's because you also love the person. And you're already thinking that if I dress like this, he'll look at my thighs, he'll look at, no, don't do that. Do not let him look at the thighs, because he's going to look at the thighs for the rest of his life. If this guy is inviting you over, it's because he wants to take you to the next step, which is, of course, sometimes ending up in marriage. Sometimes, you know, you are going to live longer with this person, but the moment you already start to expose, they are going to now start looking at you like, no, let me just sleep with this person and then move to the other one. When you just left, my dear, this man is going to call the next person. But if you do these 3 tips, if you do these 3 things that I've spoken about, believe me, when you just left, this guy will not stop calling you, not stop texting you, not stop. He will beg and beg and beg, and then he will start, even because men are very soft, they will start describing how you are, how they are impressed, how you what. Just handle yourself properly. Do not also overstay there. Don't stay longer. When you visit, you are just there for a visit. It's not a sleeping over. Tell him how you have to quickly go home and do something, your project or something, or you have something to do at home and all that. Please just do not exceed, do not overstay, because sometimes the guy will even be disturbed by your staying. Do not give them that room to see how weak you are. The moment you are handling yourself from already, if you look at how you are dressed, there is already another respect. If you look at how you are handling yourself, or how you are handling yourself while you are there, that's another respect. When they try to touch you, and then you just explain to him very well that, no, I'm not here for this. I'm here for a coming over. I just came because you invited me. I thought we were going to have some productive discussions or talk. So if it's about that, then it's okay, I'm leaving. This man is going to respect you, believe me. Please comment down below and tell me, how was your first visit, or how was your first visit at the guy's place? How did it go? What did he do? Please just comment down below and tell us how it was when you visited this man at his place for the very first time. With all this said, I will see you in the next video.